The old man slammed his fist against the glass, and in the next second, the glass surprisingly healed itself quickly. He had been trapped in this room for 1,000 years. Desperate to escape, he took out a pistol and pointed it at his own head, with his target being the robot in front of him. 1,000 years ago, Earth was destroyed, and the old man was the sole survivor. In search of a new planet suitable for human habitation, he had been drifting through space for nearly 1,000 years. During this time, the robot was his only companion. The robot strictly followed Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. The first law was to protect the master's safety. The second law was to obey the master's orders. But this law was void if it conflicted with the first law. The third law was to protect its own existence as long as such protection did not conflict with the first or second laws. After tirelessly surveying 56 planets, they finally found one that could be considered perfect. It was even more suitable for living than Earth, with the right temperature and air. The old man thought they could finally land, but the robot stated that the division of day and night on this planet was not quite reasonable, and that long-term residence could affect the old man's health, which would violate the first law it followed. Therefore, it refused to let the spacecraft land and asked the old man to authorize the survey of the 57th planet. The old man was instantly furious. He was tired of the unsettled life on the spacecraft. For him, the worst result of landing now was only living a few years less, which was much better than continuing to be confined to this room. Moreover, he had been in this room for 1,000 years. If he kept searching like this, he would break down. But for the robot, its responsibility was to protect the master's safety, and everything else was unimportant. The old man knew that arguing with it would not yield any results, so he authorized the robot to explore all the upcoming journeys. When the robot had surveyed all the planets at once and found the most perfect one, it would wake him up. After the robot left, the old man had a very long dream. In the dream, he returned to Earth, where he finally met his own kind. Before he could feel happy, his fingers suddenly began to tremble uncontrollably.